This is Dr. Greg Gillum, CEO of Human Fusion. Welcome to part 2 of how to lead effective meetings. 7 rules here. Now this comes from Manager Tools, the guys over there. This is a podcast I listen to. I love meeting logistics and running effective meetings. This podcast is not talking about the facilitation of meetings. Remember, this is how to lead through meetings, not keep on the agenda, write the agenda, make sure the minutes are published. It's not what we're talking about. This is how to be a leader in your own meetings. So think staff meeting here, how to lead through that. In the last video, we talked about get the agenda that you want with specific outcomes. So that's the number 1 rule. Prep for the people in the room, not just the content. So prep for the people who are actually going to be at that meeting. And then don't facilitate, lead. So what are the next 4 that we're going to talk about now? So number 4 is always speak last on every single topic. Okay, so that does 2 things. Number 1, it gives other people room to share their ideas. If you're speaking on every single thing, then people are going to eventually just shut down and let you have the floor. You're the leader, you're the manager, you're the boss. So if you dominate meetings like that, then people are going to shut down. So speak last on every single topic. Let people share their ideas. In fact, if you get really good at this, you may not have to speak at all. That's the real goal. And it lets you talk less and evaluate more. So look at who's participating, look at who's being collaborative, look at who's thinking strategically, all those things. You can do that if you're listening. You can't do that when you're talking. And so that's number 4. Always speak last on every topic. Number 5, own the shoulders. Own, O-W-N, the shoulders of the meetings. So you know this from your vacation schedule where there's peak seasons, and then just before and just after is called, in the travel industry, called the shoulder seasons. Own the shoulders of meetings. So right before, right after. Show up early, stay late, make sure you do your homework, know who's going to be at those meetings, and then have key relationship development things that you can talk about with those people that you know, because of your homework, is going to be at those meetings. So that's number 5, own the shoulders. Number 6, learn the value of follow-up. Work doesn't get done in meetings, it gets done between meetings. So following up on what's decided in meetings separates the professional managers from the amateur managers, right? I mean, it's all about follow-up, making sure that the decisions that were made within the meeting actually get done. That's the key. That's probably the number 1 rule of all time, at least on these videos. So take notes, leverage the shoulders, put priorities in your time management system, and then follow up and see things to conclusion. That's the separator. All right. Now, they give us a 7th one. I don't think it's great, but I'll share it anyway. Pre-wire decisions or count your votes. I mean, we know this about politicians who make sure that they get all their votes before a bill comes to the Senate floor or whatever. That's important. So that's what they're talking about here. Do your homework, run interference, influence appropriately. That's politics, right? Politics is nothing more than influencing behavior. That's all it is. And that's something that you do every day as a manager. So you are political in nature from that perspective. And then compromise where you need to. But essentially is, if there's a big decision coming down and it's important for you, make sure that you get people on board before the meeting. You want to have very positive vibes. You don't want to get into a tremendous amount of conflict when an important decision that needs to be made now. So anyway, those are the 7 rules of leading effective meetings. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a good review. I'll be reviewing a huge database on meeting effectiveness that's coming out from McKinsey here in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that if you're getting ready to run some very important meetings. And if you like management related content like this, please subscribe to Human Fusion, and we'll keep you up to date on all the latest trends that are affecting you as a manager and your management practice.